Today we are going to work into our wrists. So an area that we use a lot but tend to pay not as much attention to. So today we're going to bring our awareness to our hands and our wrists and hopefully get some nice stretches there. So to start, I'd like to invite you to gently place your hands on your legs and find a comfortable seat. So that can mean with the legs extended or crossed, whatever feels good for you. And when you're ready, gently draw your eyes closed. We'll take a couple of moments to allow ourselves to arrive here and now. Allow your awareness to gently travel to your breath, beginning to feel every inhale and exhale in your body. Feel the extent of the breath. Maybe you notice it within the nose, possibly in the chest or the belly. Where do you feel your breath in your body? It may be in multiple places or just one, but just gently become aware and let yourself feel. As you begin to focus on the task of feeling the breath, allow everything else in the mind to begin to fade to the background. Any internal or external distractions just gently make their way out of the picture. Maybe you deepen your breath, taking some consciously big breaths, just allowing the lungs to fully expand and contract, oxygenating the body fully. As you do so, soften your facial expression, relax your shoulders. Let yourself begin to melt into the present moment. Take a couple more big breaths, just allowing yourself to feel the entirety of every inhale and exhale. Allowing yourself to fully arrive for your practice. Once you feel connected to your breath, gently begin to peel your eyes open and find somewhere to look ahead of you. Can you continue to keep an inwards gaze? In other words, continue to feel the breath fully though the eyes are open. We'll keep this type of inward gaze throughout our time together. Gently bring your hands up off your knees and make fists with your hands. So keep the thumbs on the outsides of the hands while you make fists. We're going to start by making wrist circles. So following your breath, start by exhaling, hands come forward. Inhaling, coming towards the center, and then exhale out and around. So you might not be able to make full circles, but try the best you can. You might hear some little pops and cracks as I do right now, and that's totally fine. But just move slowly, try to make big circles. Maybe about one more round of this direction, just notice how it feels to feel into the wrists. And then begin to go in the opposite direction. So exhaling forward, inhaling out and around, and just notice how it feels. Again, sometimes we don't pay much attention to the wrists, so it might feel a little weird to actually move them and feel into it. Take about one or two more rounds in this opposite direction. Bring your mind's eye to the wrist and just notice what's going on there. All right, once you're done, give yourself a little shake of the wrist. We're going to make our way to hands and knees tabletop position. So on up to hands and knees. Once you get to hands and knees, make sure that the wrists are directly under the shoulders and then the knees are hips distance. Fingertips spread super wide, so lots of space between the fingers. We are going to start on your next exhale. So big inhale, try to press the ground away through the hands. On your exhale, can you begin to shift your shoulders forward of the fingertips? So notice how I'm leaning forward. Pause at a point that feels good for you. Now we're going to press specifically down between the base of the fingers rather than the heel of the hand. So try to shift the weight forward from the wrist to the top of the hand. Pause here, 2 more big breaths. One more. Inhale, come back up, neutral tabletop. On your exhale, lift your right hand up and then place the back of the hand down on the mat. So I'm going to turn to face you so you can see. Back of the hand down on the mat, fingertips face towards you, all right? Big inhale once you get here. If this is enough, you stay right here. If you want to go a little further, exhale, begin to bring the hips backwards. So in other words, you're drawing the arm kind of away from the wrist, shifting backwards, really stretching into the front of the wrist. Try to press the backs of your fingers down towards the mat. Relax your jaw and breathe to your wrist. One more big breath. All right, inhale, come back up, set the hand down, palm face down, exhale. Same stretch other side. So inhale, left hand lifts, exhale, back of the hand places down on the mat, fingertips face towards you. Inhale. Exhale, if you want to go a little further, maybe you shift the hips back, arm follows as you press the back of the hand down, backs of the fingertips. Notice what you feel here. Breathe deeply. There's no need to go to any extreme stretch. The wrist can be sensitive, so just go to where it feels okay in your body. 2 more big breaths. You're doing great. 1 more big breath. Perfect. Inhale back to center, lift the hand. Exhale, set the hand down. From here, we're going to flare our fingers out toward the sides of the mat. So turn the hands so the fingertips face the long edge of the mat on each side. The wrists will be facing towards each other on the midline. So just like this. And we're going to begin to just tilt our weight side to side. So take a big inhale at center. Exhale, shift your shoulders toward the right hand side till you get a nice stretch in the right wrist. Inhale back to center and exhale over to the left. Follow your own breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. And we'll just sway a couple more times, moving at your own pace, finding where it feels okay in your body. Let's do about 1 more rotation. Notice what you feel. Stay with the wrists and the hands. When you're ready, come back to center. Inhale, face all 10 fingers toward the front of your mat. Exhale once you get there. Okay, on your next inhale, lift the left hand up. Place it backside down with the fingertips pointing in towards the midline. So again, I'll face you, fingertips pointing in towards the midline, back of the hand down, wrist face toward the long edge of the left side of the mat. Pause here if this is enough. Again, you stay right here. If you want to go a little bit further, you're going to shift your shoulders over toward the right. So we're pressing the back of the hand down, pressing the backs of the fingers down, trying to get a nice stretch on the outside of that left wrist. Press down through the right hand as well. Let's take 2 more big breaths. 1 more. Inhale back to center. Exhale, place the left hand down. You're doing a great job. We're almost there. Inhale, right hand lifts. Exhale, place the hand down. Fingertips splay towards the middle of the mat. Big inhale here. Press the back of the hand down. Exhale, maybe you shift the shoulders over toward the left hand side now. Breathe deeply. Notice what you feel. Relax your jaw and stay with the breath. You're doing a great job. Let's take 2 more big breaths here. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Exhale, place the hand down. Take a seat back on your heels or swing the legs out in front of you, whatever feels good. Let's give ourselves a little release of the wrist real quick. So this might seem a little silly, but we're just gonna kind of let the hands kind of flop in the air. So try to make your hands as limp as possible and just let all that excess energy and tension go. So anything that no longer serves you, just let it all go. Maybe you even flick the fingertips a bit, kind of sparkling out the fingers. Maybe you make some circles back and forth. Just find some sort of relief in the wrists. You can slow down the motions. Take some big breaths. And then let's meet up with the hands back on the legs or the knees, wherever it feels good for you. Gently draw your eyes closed once the hands are in a resting position. Take a couple of moments and bring your mind's eye or your awareness all the way to your wrists. Notice what you feel. Maybe you feel heat in the wrists. Maybe they feel a little stretched out. Just notice what's going on there. Take some big breaths. So begin to lengthen your inhales and exhales and visualize or imagine your inhales bringing space towards the wrists. Exhales relieve any energy that no longer serves you. Couple more big breaths just like that. Inhaling space. Exhaling anything that no longer serves you. One more big breath. And allow yourself to resume just a normal breath for a couple of rounds. Allow a wave of relaxation to wash across your whole body, sweeping you from head to toe, letting the body soften. Feel your inhales and exhales within. And gently bring the palms to touch at heart center. Take a couple moments to simply observe, to notice how you feel right now. Checking in with the mind, tuning into the body, taking a moment to become aware of the emotion you feel right now. And just notice, observe, let it be. And gently give yourself a smile and really thank yourself for showing up here today, for dedicating your time to your health, your life, your practice, and expressing a little bit of gratitude to your wrists, your hands, and all that they do for you. And thank you so very much for sharing your beautiful energy and practice with me here today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.